What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another My Damn Toys video. Today we are back with brand new WWE action figure reveals. Man, I did not expect this. Now, I think it was yesterday night, I think Steve from Mattel took to Instagram or social media and said that there would be a WWE.com action figure photo gallery posted up today. And so I was waiting for the album to be posted, and I did not expect what we got today, man. Lots and lots of great things shown off today. And we're going to cover it all here, man. I'm going to show you every single figure, and apparently on Monday, we're getting even more reveals, he said. So stay tuned for Monday. Turn on the notification bell and prepare yourself for more action figure reveals. But today was a pretty damn good day, man. I thought it was pretty solid. We're going to get into all my thoughts and all the new figures that we have to show us here today, man. I'm just going to start off with some things, and we're just going to rattle them off and go through all of the things, man. I think it's a pretty epic day. For a random November drop of reveals in a photo gallery, damn good day, Brad. Damn good day. Let's shut the hell up and dive into it. Let's start things off with Elite Series 99, man. Elite Series 99. Now, we knew the other day, remember, we finally got Seth Rollins shown off to us, or we kind of did, right? We had the little blurry Bigfoot image in the woods, in the background, you know, a little photo shaky cam, Blair Witch Project stuff going on. But now we finally have the full figure in its entirety, and this figure looks phenomenal. Now, I'm going to get into the head sculpt. Head sculpt's abysmal. It is the Elite 45 Rollins, or the Shield 3-pack Rollins head sculpt, right? It's old as dirt. This head sculpt right here is ancient, but the rest of the figure from the neck down looks fantastic. I mean, you could easily switch the head sculpt. There's so many Rollins heads out there that you could fix this thing up to make it look even better, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that on surgery. I plan on getting this figure, playing around with some head sculpt options. I like the black and gold gear. I love the texture on the kick pads. The jacket looks phenomenal, but the head sculpt is abysmal. You know, you gotta, if you're gonna point out how damn good it looks, you gotta point out some of the flaws in this figure. Head sculpt's the only flaw that I see. The tights look incredible. I'm loving that we have like this pirate-esque gear with the sculpting on the kick pads. It looks like that little white flap that he was rocking, like the little knee pad deal. It looks like that is gonna be something that wraps around the kick pad, and it's not gonna be something that's permanently stuck there. So if you want to use these kick pads on a different character without that knee flap, that looks like it's gonna be possible, at least from these images. So that'll be really cool. I think we're going to be left with a ton of options with the Seth Rollins, but this figure looks fantastic. I think it looks great. Love the jacket again. Loving everything we got. We got to get rid of the head. We're going to change out the head sculpt for sure, but this figure does look phenomenal. Moving on next, we do have a look at Riddle. Now, this is kind of a repaint. It's got the black and the red and the yellow trunks here. The head sculpts, we've seen this before. He comes with a Hey Randy shirt. Not my favorite shirt ever. He's got solid black slides. He does come with a Matt Riddle hat, but I think the big thing on this figure is going to be this operational scooter. Very phenomenal accessory to include there with our Matt Riddle figure. I think you'll be able to get a ton of playability out of that. I think it'll really complete the display. Tons of creative things you can do right there. You can smack some of your other figures in the ankle with it during a hardcore match. I mean, we got lots of great stuff going on right here. While it's not my favorite Matt Riddle figure ever, I still like the gear. I think it's a solid enough change up from his other releases, and at least we do get the scooter. I like how he's in the package with the scooter, and he comes with his Randy Orton entrance hands. Very cool, man. I like it. I like this Matt Riddle figure. Not gonna just explode the universe, but a damn good figure indeed. This figure right here is probably one of my favorites we got today, man. The Brock Lesnar Elite 99 figure and the Chase variant. So we're getting two different Brock Lesnars in his farmer overall gear. Holy shish. This is beautiful. Now, I'm from Alabama. I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And so you could find this gentleman walking around the local Walmart. You know what I mean? So, like, this is awesome to me. I love to see Brock Lesnar in his get-up here. I love the plaid shirt, flannel underneath. You got the jeans on there. Now, I will be honest with you, the Chase variant's a bit too saturated, to be honest with you. I would like to see more of a natural jean color, but I still think it looks damn good. You're getting your smiley Brock head from Elite 96. I don't really mind the reuse of the head sculpt. I think it looks really phenomenal. This is the kind of stuff that figure collectors love, and I love these new sculpts we're getting with the overalls and the flannel. I love this. I'm going to definitely be grabbing both of these, no doubts about it. He comes with the WWE Championship. You got the Brock Lesnar side plates. Phenomenal figure. One of my favorite reveals that I've seen in a minute, and just right off the cuff, this might be my favorite reveal from today. I'm not entirely sure, but good God in heaven, what a beautiful figure. I love this Brock Lesnar. I don't know if we're going to get this figure until 2023, but if I were to have this in hand by 2022's end, it's going to be in the top 10 figures of the year. I just love the way it looks, man. This is phenomenal, and I love that we're getting two different options there, and you also include the cowboy hat. That doesn't completely go on his head, of course. Why should it? Next up in the line, this trash Corbin figure. I was worried coming in, but I actually like this figure a lot, man. I mean, you're getting double jointed arms here with the sleeved look. You get this really cool Hawaiian style shirt. You know, you get Happy Corbin and you get Down on His Luck Corbin here. I can't remember if it was it Sauce or was it a nosebleed? I can't even remember it off the top of my dome, the segment. They probably should have just left it white completely so you could put this shirt on other people, you know, like add that little detail if you really wanted that, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. But this is a really great head sculpt here. The down on his luck, balding, upset Trash Corbin with like the begging hands or like the outreach hand, and then you have your opposite like lottery hitting Happy Corbin with the hat and the Hawaiian shirt. I think it kind of looks odd mint on card because it's the white shirt over the other shirt, but I think if you were to play around with some different things, you'd be able to make a really great down on his luck Corbin figure, and I still like this figure a lot because you get so many different options here, and I like that they included both options, and I gotta make a down on his luck Corbin. Gotta make Trash down on his luck Corbin, man. I'm gonna be replacing my Trash Corbin head sculpt with this upset looking one. Pretty cool stuff, and you know how I feel about the guy. Next up, we have Zelina Vega. Really great looking figure, great attire, great looking head sculpt. I just hope that the shoulder will be able to go all the way down. A lot of the women's figures lately have not even been able to pull their arm all the way down, so that's something that pisses me off, but Zelina Vega is looking really good. I like the scepter, I like the crown. I think if you were to get a Queen Zelina, this is pretty much a perfect figure from head to toe as far as the attire, the head sculpt, all the accessories. Damn good women's figure. I just hope that she can put her arm down. That's all. That's gonna make or break the figure for me. We also have a look at two Boogeymen. We have a Chase Boogeyman here, so that's what's cool about Elite 99, guys. We're actually getting two different chases. You get a Boogeyman chase and a Brock Lesnar chase, and the chase variant version for Brock Lesnar is actually going to be in the blue, if I didn't mention that already. And then for Boogeyman, the solid red or pinkish looking head sculpt is going to be the chase for him. He comes with all of his accessories, his staff, his heart necklace, the clock, all of his different things. You even get the insertable worms that can go in his mouth. I just think that these are really great figures. Now, are they pretty much re-releases of his Elite 48? Of course, but he does have the double jointed arms. He gets new head sculpts and paints. You get some great details going on. I mean, these figures are fantastic. I love the Elite 48 Boogeyman. I love these Boogeyman. These are great, man. I loved Boogeyman, and I always thought that he had, you know, he had his spot there, and I think this is great, man. I love the details on this guy. I mean, Elite 99 is shaping up to be a fantastic wave, and I think all the figures in this wave look incredible. So, I think Elite 99 as a whole is an absolute W. Just chalk it up as a W right now. Now, moving on forward, guys, we also have a look at some upcoming store exclusive Elites as well as the top talents. Now, let's get into the top talents real quick. We have 3 new top talents Elites, and I freaking love this John Cena, man. Oh my god, I love this John Cena. It is the 16-time champion John Cena gear with the Super Mario reference. I have been begging Mattel to make this figure, and I'm so glad they made it right here. You get the removable armbands with the accurate stuff. Now, is it a repaint of the Elite 95? You're damn right it is, and it looks damn good. Love the shirt, love the hat. Of course, the hat's not going to go all the way on the head because of the haircut, but you know what? I could easily swap it. Doesn't bother me, man. Oh my god, I know it's basically just a redeco and a repaint there, but this is a version of John Cena that has to go in the collection. I haven't made the custom yet, so this is, I mean, I'm going to be getting a lot of these. If I see this at retail, probably going to grab it. It's a great base for other John Cenas that we're missing. A fantastic figure. I'm glad they went with this attire, and I'm glad John Cena returns to the top talents wave in the newer body mold instead of the older one. Also in this wave, we are getting red tights Bobby Lashley. I remember back in Elite 95, wasn't I upset? He was not the Chase variant. I said they could have made him the Chase variant and had him in the red tights and the black tights. They didn't do that, so now he returns to the top talents line in the red gear, which is beautiful. I hope to God we do get the white tights eventually, but he does need to come with a different head sculpt. I mean, we've seen this figure 3 or 4 times now. I think it has, you know, it's run its course. I think it's time that we get a screaming expression Bobby Lashley. I can already envision it in my skull. He does come with a WWE Championship, but he does have Big E side plates. Now, I get why that is, but why couldn't we get the Bobby Lashley side plates? But the red tights do look good. I'm glad we're getting this. It's kind of a change up from the last 2 versions of Bobby Lashley, and it changes it enough to be a top talents figure. I like it. And the last figure in the top talents line is going to shelf warm mercilessly, and it's not really, you know, I hate it for it because it looks damn good. This Ronda Rousey Elite looks fantastic. She doesn't have a specific championship with side plates like Ronda Rousey side plates, but I like this figure. You know, it's kind of a repaint of other Rondas, but you do get the red and white wrestling shoes or boxing shoes in there. I like the figure. I hope it feels as good as the Ultimate Edition does. God, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I'd be so happy if that was the case, but after we got that Elite 96 Ronda or Elite 98 Ronda, whatever Ronda that was, I do not have high hopes for this figure. Again, I just hope the shoulder isn't stuck, and that will again make the figure really great if it doesn't get stuck, but it looks great. It looks just like Ronda. I like the gear. I like the colors and stuff. I think we've seen this similar in a basic before, but this Ronda looks good. I just am afraid it's going to shelf warm very, very much so. Now, moving on from the Top Talents Elites, we also have a look at an upcoming Legends Wave Target exclusive here, and we do have a look at the full wave. Now, we are getting another Hulk Hogan here from 96, I do believe, and we're finally getting a new Hulk Hogan head sculpt, and I'm pretty sure we've never seen this sweatband mold before on his wristbands, but this is kind of a re-release of the Hall of Fame Target figure that we got way back when. He does get a new shirt we haven't seen in the line before. He gets a new headband, same exact weight belt, still no buckle on the weight belt, and I don't know how I feel about this head sculpt. I feel like it's kind of missing the mark. It kind of looks like a guy who gets paid to look like Hulk Hogan, and they didn't give him the dark tan again, so we're back to the lighter skin tone. We're back to the same body mold that they give all his other figures that are not Ultimate Editions, and I know that this drives so many people nuts, man. So many different things going on here. I don't know, man. It doesn't look bad mint on card, but I know a lot of people are going to have a lot of issues with this figure. If you guys are massive Hulk Hogan fans, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. But I think with a few fix-ups, maybe you can make it work and make it look a whole lot better. But we also have a look at Samu and Fatu here, and we do have their Chase Variants version in the same Legends line. Now, you get a ton of great accessories here. We get some cloth goods here. We're getting some first time in the lines. I mean, these two look really, really good. I think that both of them look great. I like the floral pattern better in the Chase versions, but I do like both. I will be tracking down both, and I think both of them look excellent. I think their head sculpts look great. I'm really digging the way they look in package, and I think it's unbelievable that we're getting these guys here. I hope that, like, the legs aren't super stiff. They're kind of worrying me a little bit that the legs do look stiff on these guys a little bit, but I am happy to have these guys in the collection, and I think they should be pretty fun when we get them in hand and get to review and you know, see the full wave there. But I think the gem of this set, to be in all honesty, is going to be the Paulie Dangerously here in the suit. Solid looking head sculpt, ECW hat. You get the cell phone. Great looking suited body here. It's kind of like a light tealish gray tone. You got the pattern on the tie. I am loving this figure, man. I think we're going to be able to put some people in suit here. Maybe take this guy and put a Seth Rollins head sculpt on there. Now you get two different options. You know, you had the Doc Hendricks Build-A-Figure in the pink suit. Now you can make a Seth Rollins in this suit. If I find this figure at retail, I will definitely be grabbing a few copies just for the simple fact of putting different head sculpts on this guy. You know, getting different people in suited bodies. I think this works as a great base, and it will not have terrible articulation. It's going to be able to pose with the best of them, especially with the double jointed arms. Beautiful looking figure. I think it's the best figure in the set, at least at, you know, face value, but I'm excited for both of these. I think the full line is solid. Of course, you do have your gripes with the Hulk Hogan figure. Lots of things going on there that I do not like, but I think that the Wild Samoans look good. I think that Paulie Dangerously looks good. Now, moving on to the next store exclusive Elite Wave, man. We have a look at the next wave of Ruthless Aggression Elites. I do believe this is Series 3. You know, Series 2 is RVD, Booker T, and Rey Mysterio. This is going to be Undertaker, Eric Bischoff, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, of course, the figure in this set that I'm most looking forward to is going to be Eric Bischoff. This Eric Bischoff figure almost looks identical to how he looked on the pick fed for so long, and that figure was made years ago using a Dean Ambrose and some different parts pieces, and now to see this figure come to fruition is so unbelievable. To get this figure officially, I mean, it looks just like the GM from MDT. Head sculpt, like, the formula is pretty much the same. Now, this is better. It looks like they're using a shiny finish or something on the jacket to kind of give it that leather jacket look, which I think is fantastic. He comes with the prosthetic makeup face from the Notorious Angle. Great looking head sculpt. I'm definitely going to be retiring my custom finally all these years later. He will be going in the crowd at some point, but I am loving this Eric Bischoff. This is a figure I've wanted from Mattel for so very long. Hopefully we can get some, you know, some older versions of him and maybe even some younger versions of him, but this is when he was the GM for Raw, and I love it, man. This is a great looking figure. One of my favorite figures we got revealed to us, and I'm excited to see if we can get some other Eric Bischoffs in here. Now, as far as Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin are concerned, this Stone Cold Steve Austin is just not good, okay? It's just not good. It's the same head sculpt we've seen so many times before. The shirt, I like that we're getting a different shirt there, but it looks like the graphic, they made the graphic on the shirt way too big, and Austin was always tucking his shirts in, so it just looks odd when they're over his pants, and I don't think he ever wore camo pants. This is around 03, I do believe, like when him and Bischoff were feuding, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't ever remember him wearing these camo pants with this shirt. I remember him wearing the jorts. I want to say Jax made a figure like this. It was like a sleeveless Austin with his shirt tucked into the camo pants. Now, I remember him wearing the camo pants, but it was not with this shirt. What they've done here, and I think I figured it out, okay? So you guys remember the F Fear shirt shirt that he wore as GM of Raw. What they've done here is they knew they couldn't put the F Fear shirt out in the figure form, right? So what they've done, I believe they pulled a Jax. Now, I don't know if they were just copying Jax's figure, and that's how we ended up with this figure, or they wanted to do exactly what Jax did, and I guess they did if they copied straight up what Jax did, but he came out on the December 29th episode of Raw in 2003. I looked it up to confirm. He came out in the F Fear shirt, sleeveless with camo pants, and Jax made a figure of it, but they knew they couldn't put the F Fear shirt on his design, so they went with his most recent shirt, which would be this shirt that we're seeing here on this figure and in the Jax Ruthless Aggression figure release. But Mattel gave us the camo pants look, but they gave us a cloth version of the shirt because they couldn't give us the F Fear just like Jax. So the figure is inaccurate. He never wore this shirt specifically with camo pants on television. He wore a shirt, but it was sleeveless. It was the F Fear shirt that he always wore sleeveless, except they just changed the design, and Jax, you know, Jax did the exact same thing. So a mystery solved. I figured it out there, but nonetheless, I don't know. This figure could have been so much better. Why not just do this shirt with jorts and re-release the Hall of Fame Elite? I don't know. Nonetheless, I remember him wearing this shirt with jeans, this shirt with jorts, but I do not remember him wearing this with camo pants. And it just looks weird with the shirt going over. I think that it would really make it look better if this was just the Hall of Fame figure redone. Because we've only gotten the denim shorts Elite Austin one time, and it was in that Hall of Fame line. They could have redone that with this shirt, and I think that would have served better than the camo pants that we're getting here. But I digress. Now, the Undertaker figure, pretty plain Jane. They're reusing the Battle Pack head sculpt with Jeff Hardy. You know, I think this works. I would have really liked to seen a cloth goods shirt in this line here instead of just this kind of plain Jane Undertaker with jeans. Or maybe even like, I don't know, maybe a chain or a denim vest, or I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comment section below, but this is right up my alley, all three of these figures. I just think, you guys know that the Ruthless Aggression line is right in my sweet spot, but I think that some of these figures do drop the ball, and I think that they could have been over the top had they, you know, done right. I just think that it's a Ruthless Aggression Austin, but it doesn't look Ruthless Aggression. It looks kind of like a more modern Austin when they give him those pants, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Nonetheless, Eric Bischoff looks fantastic, and we're not done. We also got some images of Logan Paul. Again, they announced it, you know, he did a whole thing where he was showing off his figure, and, you know, he was meeting with everybody, and, you know, it was a big old moment for him. Really cool deal there. They released a video on that, I think, on WWE's, you know, social medias and stuff. We already knew about that. We covered it extension the other day on the channel. We also got a look at the Top Talents Basics. You got The Rock, Brock Lesnar, and AJ Styles. My God, these figures are plain Jane. Like, I swear to God, they've made that Rock Basic 100 times in those pants. Brock Lesnar is what it is, you know, it's a plain Jane. It's a ponytail updated Brock in his wrestling gear. That AJ Styles head sculpt has been used for so many years. Elite 66, I think, was the first time we saw that, so it's been like 30 plus series now. Completely over that head sculpt, but you guys know that the Top Talents Basics do sell. We also got some battle packs featuring Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, which is kind of blah. The Randy Orton head looks good. If you want a darker Matt Riddle head sculpt, you could use the battle pack head sculpt, throw it over on your Elite 99. The Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Elite 92 Charlotte head sculpt there. The Alexa Bliss head could go in some different Elites and stuff if you want to play around with that. And then you get the Big E Elite 98 figure, I think, but in basic form, and then you get a regular Bobby Lashley basic. You know, not the most exciting battle packs, I'm going to be honest with you, but they are there if you guys are interested in those. Not really moving the needle too much for me. We also had a look at these new accessory packs, which I think are really, really cool. You get these, like, weapon accessories that come with a Rey Mysterio figure and then a Rock figure. Now, I think they could be way better. I mean, they're kind of, like, modernized looking and kind of plain Jane, kind of bland, to be honest with you. However, I think the idea is really, really smart and cool, and I think they could expand upon that and make it better. But you do, you know, you get some different accessories here with the Rock, exercise equipment, kendo stick, and chair. I don't know how much those are going to retail for, but I could see people buying those for the accessory. And then you get Rey Mysterio with the ladder and the barricade and the trash can, another really cool deal there. And then last but not least, we also have this playset, this Raw playset with Randy Orton in the white gear versus Seth Rollins. Comes with an announce table, the entrance stage, the ring, and a table. Pretty cool play set. You know, I think it can make for a little mini entrance, especially for pick feds and shows and stuff. I think you could get a lot of usage out of this, and I may grab this if I saw this at retail just for the accessories and different things like that, depending on how much it costs. But it does feature, you know, an old Seth Rollins head sculpt, and, you know, it is what it is. But I think that is every single figure, man. Again, a lot of great stuff, but a lot of stuff that made me scratch my head. I would love to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I thought overall it was a great deal of reveals. I didn't expect to see all of this really caught me off guard with all the things that we got. I think Elite 99 Brock is a gem. I'm loving the Top Talents wave overall. I think Rollins looks really good. Loving the Boogeymen. Legends waves is solid. The Paulie Dangerously looks insanity. The Eric Bischoff is Chef's Kiss. And I think that a few decisions here and there could have really made these figures look a lot better, especially in Stone Cold Steve Austin's case. But I don't know. You know, we're going to have to cross that bridge when we come to it. I think Hulk Hogan's probably kind of a miss, too, in the Legends line. But I don't know. You guys can let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. But I had to get on here, cover all of the images, all of the news, and see what you guys think and where you guys stand. Please let me know down below. But I'm getting out of here, man. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave me your thoughts on all these figures down below. Are you excited? Are you hyped? Do you think they're terrible? I want to know down below. But I'm getting out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at MyDamnToys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a blessed day, and happy Thanksgiving again.